didn't have them yet. Back in 1963, we were really anxious about Motown. We had heard about Motown, and actually when it started, everybody doesn't know this. Billy Roquel Davis, which was Berry's partner in writing songs,
yes.
He asked us about this company that's being started in Detroit that Berry was running. Well, we had met Berry many times at the like the Flame Show Bar, taking pictures with his sisters and all. And he said, "Do you think you might want to be on this record company?" We said, "No," because at that time, two record companies, they were just BS. I mean, all the way around. They were like nothing at all. So we just didn't have any faith. I don't think Berry knew that Billy did offer it to us, and we just kind of shook our heads and said, "No, we're not interested in that." But as the years went on, and we went out still doing our thing here and there, Catskill Mountains, we did some shows in Las Vegas, up in Montreal. We were a good traveling little group, but of course we weren't making a lot of money because we had no real name. We were building up fans, which was a good part, but we weren't really making a great living. So we kept watching Motown, and they keep coming up with these wonderful hits and this and that, and we would say, "I knew them, they were little kids." So first of all, the Four Tops are like 7 or 8 years older than the ones that originated, the artists that originated with Motown. So they kept coming up with these hits, and we were in New York recording in 1962, and we saw that the Motown Review was there. So we went to the Apollo to see them, and wow, we got so excited. We said, "You know, we belong on that show." So we would really be a great asset to that show. In fact, we would kick some ass if we got. So we got even more excited about joining Motown. Hopefully, we didn't quite know how to do that. But fortunately, Berry Gordy saw us on a Tonight Show. We were offered a Tonight Show viewing, and we sang "In the Still of the Night," the one that was written as an old standard. And Berry, of course, he wanted someone in his stable that could sing those kind of songs back then. And so he asked William R. Stevenson, did he know the Four Tops? And of course he did. We were, good friends, from around Detroit. So he got in touch with us about the same time after we had seen the show, and just like a wonderful hand just reached out and touched us and said, "Hey," he said, "Man, Berry wants to sign you guys." We said, "What? Are you kidding?" So we stopped the recording, contract, we walked out on it and everything, and we came home. We were in New York City. And sure enough, it was the most exciting walk up them little steps going to Hitsville. We almost could feel something real wonderful happening. And we said to each other, "Hey man, this is where we should have been. Instead of traveling all these different record companies, we'd been with 4 and going around the world, all we had to do was cross the street 9 years ago." But we really felt good about it. So again, we held our hands and we walked in. And when we sat down with Berry, he was very appreciative of us being there. He told us how much he's always liked us, and he wanted to sign us. So he gave us a contract to look at. So we looked at it. And I had seen a few record contracts before. I said, "Hey Berry," I said, "there's no advances on it." He said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "When you sign a record contract, they always give you a little upfront money." He said, "Well, we don't do that here." I said, "Oh, no." I said, "Well," we're going to have to take the contract home and study it a little bit." He said, "Well, I don't usually let my contracts out the office." We said, "Well, Berry, we signed a few, and we can't just don't read it, don't go through it and sign it automatically, which we really want to do." So he laughed. He said, "Okay, y'all can take it home, bring it right back in the morning." And we did. We came back the next morning, all smiles and ready. So we said, "Okay, Berry, the contract is fine. No, but we still need an advance." He said, "I tell you, I don't do that." And he looked at it, he reached in his pocket. He had 4 $100 bills. He said, "Here's 100 for each one." We said, "Okay." And of course, we were more than happy to sign.